Welcome back to another session 2018 of E3. We're talking Bethesda Showcase. I'm your host Andrew. Also, I have
Danny.
And we're ready to talk about the things that we saw at Bethesda. And I'll let you start it off. Kick it off.
I guess we'll leave the exciting news, at least what I think exciting news, last. So they actually, I think, had the better presentation out of all of them so far that I think. Personally, I mean, we still have a couple more showcases to go, but their presentation and what they brought was amazing. It was really funny, and I guess we'll start off with Keegan Michael, because I'm still trying to figure out. My mind's still wrapping my head around if the whole Alexa skill thing was
that real? I don't
was
even
it
know.
real? Because there's some that say that isn't, and then some that say they are. But that he was using the Alexa skill as a means to play Skyrim. Because I think that's the whole bit of the joke, is that how over these last several years they've been announcing Skyrim for all these different platforms. So they kind of just took it upon themselves and make it a joke, and they added on to it.
You know what's bad about that?
Good.
I still haven't played Skyrim
On all the platforms.
on all the platforms.
If okay, I haven't either, but if the Alexa skill is real, I think I like the choose your own adventure thing. I love that. That's what I used to play as a kid. That was when I was grounded. That's the only type of game I could play was choose your adventure type. So I thought that was really cool. And if it is true, because I'm being told that it is, I haven't tried it out yet. I'm gonna give that a try because it looked like a lot of fun and it was really funny, and I thought they continued on with the joke. This is what made it not believe that it was real, is that they were making jokes that's available on your pager, and they continue on with that.
Yeah.
And I think that's fun, and I'm gonna allow myself to go ahead and plug this. Did you know that at Show Radio we do have our own Alexa skill?
We do.
You do. So, just saying, throwing that out there. You don't use it. But I thought that was really great, and they led into possibly teasing Elder Scrolls 6, which they didn't give a whole lot of information about, so I thought that was a really nice segue into it, that they can make fun of themselves and take advantage of it, which then led into them kind of giving a little bit of shade to Walmart, because
that was a lot of shit. So before we go into the Walmart thing, for the Alexa, definitely say Alexa, enable the Show Radio podcast. That will get you there, or you can do theshowradio.info/Alexa. That will get you there. Walmart shade.
Yeah, that Walmart shade was that I believe it was Walmart Canada that accidentally leaked that they would have Rage 2. They listed it for sale for pre-order over there, and so they might as well have just rolled with it. And they said thank you to Walmart for letting the world know. And they came out with the whole announcement for Rage 2. They had live music going on. They presented
What'd you
it.
think?
Talk
Yeah,
about
what'd
it.
you think of the live? Because we can't just run by that. You know, what did you think about the live Rage music, Daniela? What did you think? Really?
I didn't like it.
You didn't like it?
No.
Why didn't you like it? Tell me why you didn't like it.
I didn't like the song. It was so repetitive, and it felt like it was never ending.
So who would you have preferred on stage to perform? Was there a band that would like really do it for you? I don't know if there's still a band. Blank 182. I don't know. Dave Matthews. I don't know any of these bands, but you know, like what would be what kind of band would do? AC/DC? Which one would you?
Honestly, if I had to choose one, and this might be showing my age here, I think Green Day. If you want to go with an older band,
Okay.
that I feel like deserves some sort of
I
spotlight.
like Green Day.
Yeah, I do too, and I think they could have done a very nice, fun, energetic song for Rage 2. I do.
Are they the ones that sings "When I Go Around"?
Yeah.
Oh, yes, that's my jam.
So that I didn't really care for it, and I'm just gonna put that out there. I don't think I really care. At least for this year, I'm not impressed by the whole music thing, and we'll get to that for another showcase.
Why not, Daniela? Why aren't you impressed?
I don't know, because I just want the games.
Okay.
That's what I'm here for. That's what I love. I am here for the games. Yes, soundtracks make games amazing. And right now, the only one that I care to actually sit through, and it doesn't even have to present a game, is like the Final Fantasy Symphony that they have. I think they're going to be having that at the end of this week. They have the Eorzean orchestra going on, so I thought that's cool. But presenting a game, I don't really care for it. I feel like that's just embellishments that's unnecessary and doesn't add value for me. Okay. Maybe some people did, but if you saw that audience, they did not care either. They stared there just... I think maybe every time they pan the shots to the audience, there's that one guy that was like, he's feeling it, and everybody else is just like dead face.
Okay, so let's talk about Prey. Okay, because I remember playing that demo / whatever they had a while ago, and they announced that there's going to be DLC for Prey.
Your favorite game?
I'll never play Prey again. Okay, because the scary, intense stuff is not my thing. I know we've already talked about that on the show many times, but when it comes to that kind of genre of stuff, I barely made it through that Prey demo. So what do you think of what they showed?
So they're coming out with DLC. It was actually kind of cool because it says that every time that you play it, it is a new experience. And so the way that they showcased that was pretty much doing a rewind. So every time it introed in, it was always something different happening, and different environment changes, different like baddies that were showing up. And I thought that's actually really cool. That actually adds a lot of replay value that people are going to get a lot of time out of for DLC, and I think that's great. It's scary. It looked really scary.
Yeah, it did. Yeah, it did. So you have that Starfield Next Generation new game from Bethesda. What's going on there?
Well, it's nice that they're going with continuing on with the sci-fi thing. There's never enough sci-fi games out there. For me, I just kind of want to see more about it.
Okay.
I want to see more about it.
That's
see
fair.
What it's like.
Brand new IP.
Yeah, very brand new, which is cool because I feel like, how they're teasing themselves has always been Skyrim. It's nice to see something that's changing and they're adding on to their Bethesda universe.
Absolutely. And also the Elder Scrolls Fiesta. Okay? Like in so many words, there's so many things for them. What do you think about that? I kind of like it. I dig it from afar. It's not my genre of game that I spend time there, but I definitely want to.
Yeah, I think you either really like the series or you don't for Elder Scrolls. They did come out with their own mobile game for Elder Scrolls Blades. So I think that's a great thing about Bethesda is that they offer free mobile games that are a lot of fun to play. You can actually pre-register for Elder Scrolls Blades now. I did for Android. It is a first-person game, and I thought it's funny how they were presenting it. So you can play the game in both portrait and landscape mode. And obviously they're I think his best representation why they offered it in the portrait mode was so that you can go to a meeting and not look like you're playing a game. So, and at first if they did not present demo it, I wouldn't really understand how you could possibly play it on your phone. But it was more it wasn't so much that you're actively moving as it was tap here, tap there, which I'm like, okay, that makes it a far easier experience. Because on top of that, they're also offering it that you can play Elder Scrolls Blades with somebody on PC in VR. Which I kind of have to think about how that works, because yes, on your phone, if you're doing the whole PvP and you're just tapping and swiping on your phone, how does that affect it if somebody's actually playing with the Oculus Rift or their Vive and they're actually physically that input right there?
Right. That's
what I'm kind of curious about. It kind of makes sense, but I want to see that in action. But regardless, if it's free on mobile, that's just more fun that you can have, because they also had Fallout Shelter.
Word.
Fallout Shelter was another huge one. I'm totally escaping from Elder Scrolls here.
No,
but,
it's all right. Fallout Shelter looks really, really dope.
It is, and I've had that too, and it's just fun. It's a nice, simple game, and that's what Bethesda is actually getting really, really good at. It just adds another universe to their games that they already have existing. And if you enjoy their mobile version, of course you're going to go and try, Elder Scrolls on your console, on your PC, and just get deeper into that world.
Absolutely.
So
Fallout Shelter, they announced that that's actually coming out on PlayStation and all the other major consoles that we currently play, and Switch, right?
Yes.
Thank you, Mr. Producer.
So that's the thing. I think that was like really exciting. They're just really good at just getting their stuff on all the platforms, because Fallout Shelter is going to be coming to the Nintendo Switch, the PlayStation 4, all for free still.
Absolutely.
So, there's always those budget gamers that can't always buy brand new games, but you want to add to your library. Definitely add this if you haven't even tried it on your mobile devices yet. It's a lot of fun. It's just really, really simple. You'll be amazed that for such a simple game, how many hours you actually put into it.
Yeah, a lot. You just pour hours in there. Doom Eternal sequel, 2016's Doom. So I really, really, really like what I saw there.
I thought it was okay.
I thought it was okay. Just okay. Just okay.
No, it was actually really, really great. It
really
was. It was. Man, I think
I used to play that back in the day a lot. Like,
you played that one, but you won't play Prey.
what, Doom is not. I don't consider Doom scary. Doom is just you're shooting people and they're exploding. I mean, that's really it. But I don't consider Doom like a scary type of game. It's fast paced.
It's fast paced.
Run and gun.
Yeah, it's like it's his own type of scary.
It's not Prey.
Okay.
It's I don't think it's Prey. I would play Doom before I play Prey.
You gonna play this next Doom?
I can check it out if they do like a demo thing.
Okay.
But you know where I'm gonna be spending my time.
Destiny.
Absolutely. Absolutely. But that looks really good. What are your thoughts on Doom? What'd you think?
That's like a series I don't think will ever die. And I'm not saying that's a bad thing at all.
Okay.
Because it is a good classic that I feel that in no matter what reiteration of it and how it's refreshed, it's just a good long-standing series. So adding on to it, perfect.
Okay, fair enough. Wolfenstein Youngblood. What you think? No, I say it like that. I couldn't help it. I try not to say it like that, but it doesn't work. So what you think of Wolfenstein? That looks pretty dope as well.
I didn't get to play the Wolfenstein series, so I don't know too much about it. I do know that it takes place with BJ's twin daughters in the 80s. Very, very interesting. That was very specific about the 80s. I don't know the time frame exactly the rest of the Wolfenstein series falls into, but what I do love is that it is 2 female characters. It is, and there's really not enough female characters in the entire gaming universe.
Right.
So it's awesome to add 2 more into it.
So tell me, okay, I thought that was very, very interesting when I saw this Wolfenstein Youngblood. Okay, I thought it was very interesting.
Okay.
That it gave me Uncharted Lost Legacy vibes, right? The 2 female thing. Okay, so what do you think about the whole shift on female leads in the games, some of the games that we're getting today?
I think it's a nice change of pace, and I think there's still going to be a good amount of people who probably don't like it. I see a lot of backlash on it, like we did with Battlefield 5. Nobody liked that there was actually a female character fighting in World War II, and that it ruined their immersion. I don't know what that has to do with anything in there, because you should go and study your history there. But I think it's great. It's like you're seeing more females, more girls coming up, being raised to play video games and enjoying it. And I feel that the same thing as when I was growing up as a kid. Yes, I played a lot of games, and I didn't really think about video game characters in that way. But when you're a little girl and you're playing your toys, playing with your Barbies, you want more variety to choose. And there wasn't a whole lot of Asian dolls out there in the world, and when you found one that's like super exciting and you had something to look
Did you
forward
want
to.
them?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
I did. When Barbie came out and she had her friend Kira, I was so excited. That was my Barbie and nobody else could have it. I'd fight all my cousins for it. But now you're coming into this digital age and you have daughters, you have nieces who love playing games. And there's not anything necessarily wrong with choosing a male character to play, but it's nice to see a female that you can choose, that you can identify with, that you can build a bond with. And I think that's great, and it's empowering, and it feels good that you're starting to be on this equal level playing ground with other characters.
Awesome.
And that it just shows that, I'm going to show my feminism here. It just shows that not all women need to have a male character to come and save them, that they can do the saving too.
Very cool. Any final thoughts on Bethesda's showcase? 3 years in?
3 years in.
They've been doing
Fallout.
good. I think it's 3 years.
Fallout 76. 4 years, I thought. That was 4 years. I think it was 4, 3. I don't remember.
We'll look it up.
We'll look it up.
We didn't
But-
fact check that.
Fallout 76.
Okay. Excited?
So, I am actually.
Are you excited for the game or the videos? The instructional videos?
Both.
Which one? Okay.
Both.
Okay.
I'll continue to say this. Their presentation and how they introduce things is a lot of fun. So they talked more about Fallout 76. They confirmed that it is an online game, but it's not in the sense that it's like this massive multiplayer. It's a limited amount of people because they went into further. It's like, this is kind of like the end of the world. The apocalypse happened, nuclear war happened. You're not going to find hundreds and thousands of players online with you. You're just going to find dozens, and they're most likely going to be friends and just a few select people. And then I think you can have like either player versus players or players versus teams thing. You can build your home. You can build your home anywhere. You can move it anywhere that you want it to be. They have nuclear sites available, which I'm kind of interested how that works. So I think they showed that there were 4 different nuclear sites that you can launch missiles out of to destroy, other players or other teams. Do those replenish? How does that affect the world that you are exploring in? And speaking of the world, it's supposed to be like 4 times bigger than Fallout 4. So, and I thought Fallout 4 was huge. And then this is also taking place. Actually, you know what? Now that I'm saying this out loud, so this is supposed to be a prequel to all the other Fallouts.
Right.
And it's supposed to be 4 times bigger than the other Fallouts. Is it smaller in the other games that came after it because we used those 4 nuclear bombs to destroy other people?
That was anything I have to
This
do.
is a weird thing that I was like thinking about.
Right.
And then on top of that, they included like, these instructional videos about what to expect, and that's how all the information was released about it. Was the really fun instructional videos with Fallout Boy demonstrating.
They're so good though.
It was.
They're so good at what they do.
I seriously look forward to playing it.
Okay, so you've played a lot of Fallout?
Not nearly as much. I jumped into it late. I played some of Fallout 3 while I was waiting for Fallout 4 to come out.
Right.
I started playing that, and I'm a terrible mother. I did not find my son. So that means I didn't finish the game.
Okay.
I was too busy with other settlements. And
so how many hours busy with a lot of settlements? Okay, so were those side missions type things?
Yeah, they were side missions.
Okay.
They weren't like the main thing, and I wish I never really touched any of those settlements. I think that's the main reason why I stopped, because I could not turn him off, and I know there's probably mods available because I played it on PC. But when it came to Fallout, I wanted the most vanilla experience I could possibly get, so I didn't include any mods. But I kept having Preston pop up. Hey, this settlement needs your help. This settlement needs your help. And I'm like, why can't they help themselves?
So how many hours would you say you played?
Not as much as the hundreds of hours that people played. I think when I looked at my Steam library, it was around 80 hours.
Okay, so you've played way more than I have. Okay, so my question to you is, because I played 0 hours for Fallout. What would you suggest? How would someone get into that particular series, and what game would you suggest, or even tips you would give based on Fallout? Because I've never played any Fallout, and I have Fallout 4.
I need more of those tips because.
Okay.
Well, okay. What I did like and what attracted me and which I played into it more was that I liked the whole skill-based tree that it has. Well, I guess it's like a skill-based tree. You can build your character based on your play style. I am a hoarder, so I was always encumbered with something because I had to pick up everything.
Right.
Everything. I felt like, oh, I need this. I need this. I need this. And then I'm like, say no. I'm like really slow, so I built myself that way to be able to carry more stuff.
Right.
It was terrible.
No,
but it was good. But if you want to jump into the entire series, like it was explained to me, it isn't necessary for you to play 1 and 2. They're completely different style of gameplay altogether from the entire series. It was more of like a top-down kind of play style. But so you could actually just completely miss the entire series if it's not what you like. If you like that first-person shooter feel. 3, I think, is a really great start, and if not, it's just 4. I don't think.
Which one was the saved nightmare thing? From what I recall, is it 3? You lose the save. You play like 80+ hours and lose the save because it didn't convert over or something crazy like that, and people were mad and they were trying to figure out how they can get their save back after pouring in like 100 hours into the game. Maybe it was 3. I don't know, but I heard the nightmares.
Well, it didn't happen to me.
I'm glad.
It did not happen to me, so I don't know.
It was a crazy situation with that whole thing. I believe it was Fallout series as it relates to the saved Chronicles. It was bad. It was pretty bad. Last thoughts on this Bethesda. They done good.
They did very, very good so far. Like I said, when I started off, it was so far my favorite showcase.
Very cool. Very cool. So that's all we have for Bethesda. Definitely check us out, theshowradio.info. I'm your host, Andrew, also known as Uriah, and this is...
I'm Danny, also known as Miss DJM.
Thanks for watching, and we'll talk to you soon. Peace.